how's it going out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Cash, as the hat has implied. Welcome. Thanks for coming. This is Weekly Recap, and we are going to go over my week of operating a semi-truck in the United States. Yes, that's what we're going to do. That's why I call it Weekly Recap. It's typically a 7-day period or less. I don't do no 8-day weeks. Find that, it's Weekly Recap. Okay. I operate a fuel efficient operation 2016 Cascadia for the time being. Ooh, we getting real close to new trucks, boys, coming in. Got me a good one. Just we'll talk about it when we get in it and everything. So we're going to go over this week. I like to go Minnesota out and back because I live in Minnesota. That's my market. That's where my connections are. So I like to take a load out. Typically, 800. I've been lowering that down a little bit, like 800 to like 1,500 miles. I'm not against a big one over that, but it better be paying darn good. This week is the first week of December 2023. So if you're watching in the future, mash the like button for me if you could. Let's get after it. First, I'm leased to an 80-20 split carrier, refrigerated. I don't talk about the carrier. Do your research if you want to be an owner operator leased onto a carrier, and you'll be happy you did the research instead of just following someone blindly. I promise. So, don't talk about the carrier. If you don't like 80-20 splits, don't do one. It's that simple. It's that simple. You ain't got to try to convince me that I'm getting ripped off in some kind of way. I like it. I've been at it 4 years. I've been profitable every single year and pretty happy with the setup. So trying to convince me to do something else is going to be pretty tough. Okay. Just saying. Now let's talk about this week here. So in Minnesota, got a call from my people. They say, hey, you want to load out of Minnesota going down 5 stops? 5 stops, count them. 3 in Virginia, 2 in Maryland. And I'm like, bro, that's me all day. Okay. That's what I do. Okay. So that's what I did. The load was 27,000 pounds, 34 degrees, 48 empty miles, 1677 on the loaded miles, and that's 1725 total miles. And that load paid $6,100. Yes, sir. And not a bad load. The pickup was on a Monday, which is not normal for me. Normally, I pick up on a Friday on these multi-stop loads, but this one was just kind of like an extra they had put together, and I took off the weekend, so I said, yeah, let's go get something on Monday, get back to work, get to making some money, because this is the beginning of December. Got to put a little extra cash away for Christmas and taxes and all those fun things that come along with the end of the year. So we had 3 Virginia deliveries in the southern Virginia, and then we came up into Maryland and had one stop that was in the last stop was in the inner loop of Washington, D.C. Did not like that one. That was a big no-no. Don't want to do that one again. I hope that's not a stop they are going to start consistently putting on these Virginia, Maryland runs, because holy moly, I mean, we're talking right down there by a football stadium thing. Oh, yeah. Although I did park down there on the side of the street waiting on the delivery, I thought about taking an Uber over to the Capitol building because I was like 5 miles from the Capitol building. But I said, "Oh, go look at a bunch of big old white buildings or sleep." So, needless to say, I'm a truck driver. I slept. And then we got a load out of Virginia, back to Minnesota. 43,000 pounds. Oh, she was a beast. 35 degrees, 92 empty miles, 1,088 loaded miles, for 1,180 total miles, and that paid 1,750 back to Minnesota. Yes, yes, that's what it paid. I don't make the rates, so um, total revenue for the week come out pretty good though. $7,850 total revenue for the week. 6,280 my 80% to the truck to run my business. 2,905 all miles. Um, I don't know if I went over that first load. 1677 loaded miles on that. Yes, a lot of miles on that first run because it went all the way to the bottom of Virginia, across the bottom of Virginia, and then back up to Maryland. So kind of was backwards to me, but I don't know. Would you rather end in Maryland or would you rather end in like Virginia, Tennessee line? Because there's really nothing down there, like that I-81 Bristol type area. It's pretty remote out through there. So yeah, um, yeah. I don't know, six of one, half dozen of the other, if you ask me. But yeah, so 2,905 all miles, 140 empty miles, 2765 loaded miles. That is 5% deadhead. That's pretty darn good. That's 270 all miles. That is 216 my 80%, and that's 284 a loaded mile. Been in that 284 loaded mile range for a while now. That's kind of my consistency, so just trying to keep the deadhead down and the idling down and make it more profitable. So let's talk about variable cost of this week. 1205 in diesel, 145 in reefer, $45 in def fluid, $26 in tolls, and $14 on scales. I scaled the load out. No, scaled the load back. Did not scale the load out. So bring over my 6280 minus 1435 variable cost. I put 500 to the maintenance account. And I'll be honest with you, that 500 a week to the maintenance account is kind of becoming not enough money right now, and that is why I'm looking at trying to get rid of this truck because um, we're hitting some repair bills consistently now, and to me, that's kind of when I start like, okay, when we're like having good size repair bills on the consistent, like every other week or every other time out, every other month, it's like you when your maintenance, to me, a good sign is when your maintenance account can't replenish itself. When you start with a nice big fat maintenance account and it just keeps ticking down and ticking down. And then it's like, okay, maybe time to get another truck because that maintenance account not rebuilding itself tells you two things. Number one, the repair bills are getting bigger, more consistent, and actually, a bonus third thing, it tells you that you're not getting enough work in. Downtime is starting to hurt you. So these are all factors. But that leaves me 43.45 left to do what I have to do with. So good week for me, having a little freedom. But this was a full 7-day week. This was Monday to Monday. But still, good revenue for the week. Fuel cost for the week, 41 cents a mile to move the truck down the road. I'll take that. And as I've said before, that's the fuel that I bought, not necessarily the fuel I used. So, you know, to explain that, I could start with a full tank at the beginning of the week and be on empty at the end of the week. It's just how it times out. You know what I mean? I don't buy my fuel by time or miles, or I buy my fuel by the lowest cost I can get along my known route when I need it as much as I can get. That's just how I like to fuel. I don't worry about, fuel in the tank when I'm at home. I don't worry about, oh no, it's going to affect this check. It don't matter to me, honestly. Um, I think if you're buying fuel based on your check, then you're not making enough money, or you're in a maybe not the best lease purchase situation you could be in. Because those are the people that worry about when they get in fuel. You know, oh, I don't want to get fuel, Thursday because I get, that's when my check cuts off, and I'll put $20 in right here, and then tomorrow I'll pay more per gallon minus ifta, but by golly, I'll get a check next week. If you're doing that, you're like a dog chasing his ass in the middle of the road. I'm telling you right now, you're just running in circles. Got to get out of that mindset. Matter of fact, I recommend get away from your carrier having anything to do with your fuel. I mean, to me, sound business says uh, get your fuel purchases out of your carrier, away from your carrier. Like I haven't bought fuel with my carrier's fuel card in 5 or 6 years. I mean, um, I can do better with the ES Advantage, Mudflap. I got links to both of those below. Check them out. It's just better. It's like you don't want to commingle too much business. You know what I mean? Because basically the way I look at it is like this. When I lease onto a carrier, I'm looking for a couple things. I want you to keep your authority active and in good shape. And I pay some percentage for that. I want you to handle the back office part of it for me and make that as easy as possible for me. That way, when I go home, I don't have to worry about doing that stuff. And that's pretty much the transactional I need when I'm leased on to a carrier. Just how I see it. When you start commingling too much, it just muddies up the waters, in my opinion. If you do it a different way, you do it a different way. If your company's got a banging fuel discount and it's better than the ES Advantage, or it's better than Mudflap, or whatever fuel card you choose to use, Nastic, the DIY semi fuel card. If you choose to use one of those, uh, you know, more power to you. But if your company's got, some unrealistic, crazy discounts, I mean, then you might use theirs. But for me, I like to keep it all separate. But that's just me. Thanks for watching, everybody. That's been Weekly Recap. Thanks for watching, everybody. Smash that like button if you made it this far. Think about becoming a subscriber. Smashing that subscribe, ring that bell so you get notified. Come join me for a live show sometime. And that's it. I'm out of here. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care of each other out there for me. And remember, people are more important than trucking. Hi, I want to talk to you real quick about the ES Advantage card. Do you need discounts at major truck stop chains? They got them. Do you need discount on shop rates at TA and Love's? They got them. Tire discounts. They even got health insurance now. Click the link down below. Easy application, no credit check. Sign up. They give you a call back. They'll take all your information and you'll be in the network.